Good morning, Carroll High School. I'm Noah Rios, and welcome to this week's edition of Tiger News.
And I'm Bella Perez. We've got a lot to cover today from HOSA to Yearbook today. First up, let's head on over to Ben, who has the latest updates in the world of sports. Over to you, Ben.
Good morning, y'all. As of last weekend, Carroll has a new state champion. Junior wrestler Genevieve took home the UIL state chip in the 120-pound class last weekend. She's only the second champion in history to do that here at Carroll, falling behind Leia Cisneros 2 years ago now. On a different note, the scheduled First Pitch Classic in Georgetown, Texas has been canceled. However, baseball will now start its season against Alice this Saturday here at Cabinets. Tonight, both the boys and girls soccer teams face off against King, with the boys kicking off at 6 and the ladies starting at 8. Finally, throughout 7 games so far, your Tiger softball team has been undefeated before playing a game against GP this coming Tuesday, before playing in another tournament Thursday through Saturday. There's so much going on around campus. Try to make it out to a game. Stay warm out there.
Thank you for that update, Ben. What a year for wrestling. The state runner-up for boys Roman and state champion Genevieve for girls all here at Mary Carroll High School.
Thank you both, and to all the other Carroll wrestlers out there putting us out there. Way to go, everyone. Hard work really pays off.
Continuing with wrestling, we actually got the chance to interview Genevieve.
Let's head over to Jeremiah to hear how the tournament went.
All right, what inspired you to start wrestling?
My dad has been working out since I was younger, and he put me into it, and we started jiu-jitsu, and then we got into wrestling, and I fell in love with it.
And how did you feel during the tournament?
I was super excited, and I was nervous at the same time, but getting the wins made me happy.
And what would you give to what advice would you give to younger athletes?
To set a goal for yourself and work until you achieve that goal.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jeremiah, for that amazing interview. And thank you, Genevieve. To see our interview where we got the chance to interview Roman, check out our previous episode of Tiger News, where we not only got the chance to interview him, but Coach Ben David as well.
Next up, let's talk about last week's CTE Women's Expo held in Robstown. It was an event that showcased the incredible talents and achievements of women in the fields of career and technical education.
Yes, there were hands-on workshops, speeches, and plenty of opportunities for students to connect with professionals. It was great to see so many young women getting involved and showing off their skills.
That's right, Noah. Held by an organization called This One's for the Gals, about 500 students and teachers in the area learned about careers from skilled trades to STEM.
The expo ran from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and a few of our own Carroll Tigers went and had a blast as well. Just take a look at these amazing photos.
If you missed it, make sure to keep an eye out for next year's expo. It's a must-see event.
Now let's move on to something exciting happening here at school. Colorguard tryouts. If you're interested in joining this incredible team, make sure you come out to tryouts today at 4:45 to 6:30 p.m. at the Carroll Band Hall in room F110.
That's right. Colorguard is a great way to get involved in school spirit and show off your skills in dance and flag spinning. Scan the QR code to learn more, and good luck to everyone trying out.
Now, let's shift gears a little bit. Earlier this past week, Mary Carroll High School hosted an amazing HOSA event. We got an exclusive interview with one of the students involved.
Let's head on over to Zion, where he got the chance to speak with Andrea. Over to you, Zion.
Hi, I'm here with
Andrea Gonzalez.
And could you tell me a little bit more about HOSA?
HOSA is Future Medical Professions, where we all come together as one big medical group, as young people wanting to be in the medical field. Like we just had this past competition this weekend, spring leadership competition, where we all came and competed here at Carroll in different medical events. We also had other events that weren't necessarily medical related, but it all combined and tied just one big family together.
So I heard you guys had a competition over the weekend. Could you elaborate more about that?
Yes, so we had our spring leadership conference this weekend where schools from all around our region, we're Area 7. We love to say Area 7 is heaven. So they all come around, we all gather up. We have our opening ceremony where our area officers will give an introduction and say all the school's names. We'll say how the event's going to go, how everything's going to work out. And then we let them in the building, and that's when all the events start, all the medical events. Like for me, I had my nursing assisting event. So I got to go do that and experience just meeting new people and being with people who understand what type of professions that we all want to do.
Is there anything else you wanna tell the fellow students and staff about HOSA?
I would love to say that y'all should definitely try and check it out, especially if you just want to be a part of a very loving and welcoming community. You don't necessarily have to be part of the medical field. You could come in and just find out and try out many different things that you like, and we'd love to see you with us next year.
All right, thank you so much. Tiger News, back to you.
Thank you, Zion, and thank you, Andrea, for taking the time out of your day to let us interview you on your amazing experience. Sounds like it was a memorable experience.
Speaking of memories, how else to preserve your memories than none other than our school yearbook?
That's right, Bella. The yearbook is something that all high schoolers hold dear to their heart by reliving memories through the pages.
We got a chance to interview a few yearbook students to hear their take. Let's head over to Jaden to hear more.
Tell me about the yearbook.
I can tell you that it is a long progress, but it is all worth it. It's actually really fun. It brings you new skills like communicating with others and just gets you out of your comfort place a little bit more.
And what are the skills that y'all use to make these types of yearbooks?
We use a lot of skill. We use computer skills, our mind skills. We use talking skills whenever we interview people. We do a lot of editing on the photos. We take pictures. We go to all the games, all the events to take the pictures so we can upload them onto the yearbook.
So what can you tell us about the yearbook and what type of content goes in it?
Everything goes in the yearbook. We take lots of pictures, do many interviews with students, whether they're athletes, whether they're in different clubs, organizations, and we take those pictures, take those interviews, write captions for every picture so that every student is identified, and we write stories for every page, whether it's one detail to tell the reader something new of what happened that year in that sport or that organization.
Are you still selling pre-order yearbooks? And if so, where can we all buy them?
You can buy the yearbook at jostensyearbooks.com, and they are currently at their highest price. The early bird special is over, and they're $100 till they sell out. And I do want to say one more thing. To be a part of the yearbook, students have to be in the journalism class first. That's a prerequisite. So you're in journalism 1 year, and the following year, you can be a part of the yearbook staff.
You heard it here, folks, journalism. And if your name is not Peter Parker or Eddie Brock, then sorry to be you. Other than that, Tiger News, back to you.
That wraps up this week's edition of Tiger News. As always, if you have a story you'd like us to cover, reach out to Mr. Vargas in D207, and your story could be featured here.
We'll be back next week for some more news and highlights. Until then,
Keep learning, keep growing, and have a fantastic day.